Well, at the age of 12 and 13, for those 2 years, I was at boarding school at Hutchins. And it was on Churchill Avenue, Sandy Bay, right next to the BP service station. And it was good life. It was good. We had a beautiful big snooker table. We had ping pong tables. And we had a fantastic slot car track. But the slot car track was down under the building, in amongst the foundations. They dug out a big area and put the slot car track in with enough room to get round the table. And then you'd sort of look up into the rest of underneath the building, and it was all dirt and the footings and everything else. And so we used to, like as boys of that age, used to, let's get up there and hide up in there and have a smoke or whatever. And we used to find bits of bone.
Oh,
and there was bits of bone, like as in animal type bones, all through the dirt and stuff up under the footing. So we collected a few of them up that looked ridiculously like human bones, like there was one femur and there was a couple of vertebrae, and we ended up taking him to the housemaster, who was Dr. Stevens at the time, and he went on to tell us that it was actually a cemetery that the place was built on, and they'd cleaned out most of the bones and relocated them down the front of the school and put the headstones, all stacked a bit like St David's Park, where they've got them all around the edges.
Yeah.
And they put them there as a memorial type thing. But he said there was still bones everywhere through the footings, and these were actually human bones that we were all playing with down there. So we ended up getting them and then just throwing them all back up under the building.
Yeah.
So they're all still laying about there. But we had quite fun with them. It was quite novel at the time. We didn't find any skulls, but we found vertebrae and leg bones and a few hand bones, we thought.
Wow, okay.
Did you ever think it was like the naughty boys from the boarding house and that might happen to you?
We were the naughty boys from the bloody boarding house. Don't worry about that, I'll tell you what. And the fact that the bones had been dug up is because they dug all the foundations for the place. So they had to dig deep holes to put the concrete in. And so the dirt was just spread all around everywhere, and it was actually right underneath the floor. So it was all in there. No, it was true. All right. And I can guarantee you, if you go down there now, get up in there with a little bit spade or something, you'll find more bones.
That's amazing.
Wow.
And the Hutchins School in Sandy Bay was built on a cemetery.
Start your day the fun way with Sarah, Mick and Jono for breakfast.